All right, let's see if this is working.
Thumbs up if it's working.
Yeah, it's always a question if we can do it right. All right, let's see.
Come on, people. Oh, hey, Jordan.
I think it's working. Cool pipe lamp, I agree.
Yeah, we like those too.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Josh.
Yeah, I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachel.
Glad to see everybody was able to make it in. I see Anthony and Christina from Seeking Vegas Sunrise, Kino Kid.
Hi, guys.
Taco Lover.
Tom and Mindy are in here.
Tom and Mindy.
Or the Tominator. Depends on what you want to call him.
I see Jordan's here from Show Me Vegas. Tony G, Lori C. Okay, and it sounds good, too.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's the first... This is the... probably the best we've ever had for a start, I guess. I mean,
oh, hey, Mrs. Martini Jack. Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you? And then Stephen Denning. Congrats. Thank you very much.
Thank
yes,
you.
This was our 10,000 subscriber live stream. We were thinking about doing it in January, but January we pretty much gave up like everything fun in life. So we did no travel, we did no internet purchasing, we did no alcohol, we started a diet.
We didn't eat out. We didn't do anything.
So it would have been a very not fun live stream if we were going to do it.
Hey, Mac. Jackpot Dreams. Lisa. Is Mike with you as well? Aiming for that shots.
Oh, God. Had a late night last night, so I'm not looking for shots tonight.
Tracy B's in the house as well. Kenneth Clark, Beer Lady. Oh, I like that name.
Beer Lady.
Yeah, seems like a good name. Panjo's here. Hey, Panjo.
Yeah, Taco Lover. We are almost at 11,000 subs already. Like our January was crazy. We were actually hoping to hit 10,000 like at the end of January, early February. So we kind of thought we were going to do something like this. And then our Excalibur video actually just like blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were shocked. Like there was a Facebook post that kind of took it over the top, and all of a sudden, boom, there we were.
Thanks, Kino. I actually washed it and curled it today just for you guys. So
yeah, like an hour ago.
I washed it a longer than that, but yeah.
She also dyed it. Got a little bit of light streaks.
Bit of colors going in.
It was really dark there for
since October.
Is that when that happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Stu and Diane. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Oh, so back to like taking everything off.
Oh, yeah.
In January, like we kind of, I think we did too much.
We were ridiculous.
From August. Mm-hmm. From August to, or middle of August to middle of December, so 4 months.
Yes.
We went to Vegas 4 times. We went to New Orleans. We did 2 week-long cruises. There's probably more in there, but it was just too much for us, and like I think our whole bodies needed a cleanse. And
they did. Hey, Amber from Vancouver, thanks for joining.
Thanks, Stuart. Yeah, the 10,000. I was.
We were so shocked. Yeah. It was a good thing it happened, like, what, an hour before we left for work or something like that, or left work. It was nice.
It happened, like, just after we got home, because, it was a huge spike. I think it was, like, about 100 subs in a day, which, for us is crazy. I mean, we're more like a 10 to 15 at best, kind of.
Yeah. Hey, Steve. Thanks for joining us. Tammy and Wendy. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Well, then... We've kind of caught up. We should probably get some congratulatory drinks started.
We actually had to buy champagne flutes for this too. We are not knowledgeable of champagne much.
No.
But it seemed perfect. And I see this bottle like in videos, and it seems fancy.
Hey, Candy. You got to handle that.
Yeah.
So we have like these random wine glasses because we're not even good with wine. We just have like stemless glasses. And we thought, if we're going to do this, we got to do it right. Went to Bed Bath & Beyond, which they had plastic ones and ones for $120 a piece. We did not get those ones, so we ended up with 4.
Yeah, and they are definitely not fancy glasses, but they will do the trick.
Oh, make sure yes, exactly. Cocktail time. Hey, James. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we had to buy some champagne.
I'm hoping not to break anything.
Yeah, and we had to purchase some tequila for tomorrow because we're doing some margaritas for Super Bowl. Hi, Kim Anderson. Thanks so much.
Okay. Move back because I actually just built a new computer.
Yeah.
If you watch us on or you follow us on like Instagram or Twitter, you might have seen I posted a picture.
You can do it.
I know. I just don't want to hit the computer.
So turn around.
Okay. But I built a new computer in December.
Aw, Dan. Thanks so much for that super chat. Awesome.
I put lotion on right before this.
Seeking
this
says they drank a whole bottle of that the last time we stayed there. Oh, it hit the ceiling.
Okay. All right, there it was. You lost the excitement.
No, I think they heard it. It hit the ceiling pretty loud.
Oh, thanks so much, Dan.
Yeah, thank you so very much. Tom says shot. So.
Oh, God.
Oh, SBS, we bought the tequila. Josh says The Rock endorses it. Is that right?
Yes.
So we haven't tried it
We've
yet.
never had it, but that's for tomorrow. So
yeah, well,
I'm making up for no alcohol in January with Weekend of Hell. It seems like so far.
He went out last night, so he was struggling today for a while.
Yeah. This might actually help.
Mrs. Martini Jack, you said your Bed Bath & Beyond closed. Ours...
We think ours might.
Yeah, it actually... I saw an article the other day that said it was, and I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, we were walking through, and, like, there was a bunch of sale signs and stuff, and that's kind of normal, though. But, like, Rachel said she saw one sign, and it was on a random shelf saying that it was going out of
closing.
business.
Yeah.
Like, but it was, like, a printed out on a...
Just a 8x10 white piece of paper with black letters. That was it. It was that simple.
All right, everybody, cheers. Thank you so much for helping us get here.
That's good. All right, I got to go back to Dan's comment.
Okay.
He says, Joel Robuchon was also the best meal of my life back in September. Thanks for the video and all the content. Well, thank you so much. And I'll tell you, we got some big plans for next weekend. So
yeah, next weekend we're going to be in Vegas again, and actually we're going to try the big restaurant next door. So I don't know yet if we're going to do the full, I don't know, what do you call it, like the tasting menu? Which,
yeah, it's hard to say. Holy
cows, how many courses there are. We'll see
8 or 10, I think.
We'll see how gambling's going, because I want to say it's like around $500 a person. So it'll easily be like our
mortgage,
most expensive. Well, yeah, it's close to our mortgage, depending on if we get alcohol or not.
Yeah, it will be. Jordan says they buy fancy champagne, or we buy fancy champagne. They buy Cook's. It's $9. That's what kind of wine we like. It really does.
I was gonna say we don't even buy champagne. Like, no, this is just for this.
Yeah,
we are simply a 6-pack or a 12-pack kind of couple.
Yeah. But we'll do some champagne to celebrate a special occasion.
I think it's good. We actually did do we did a bottle of Dom Perignon in last May.
Yeah, on our Symphony of the Seas cruise.
Yeah. And that was the best part about that.
On our beer crawl day.
It was on our
bar crawl day.
So we had already drank at like 10 different bars. And then with our dinner, we ended up finishing a bottle of Dom. Because you can't really not.
Yeah. You can't not. And I told Mindy before that it's because we train at altitude.
Yes.
We're not really alcoholics. We do train at altitude.
Speaking of training at altitude, our video tomorrow is actually going to be our bar crawl for our December cruise.
Yeah.
And we kind of... I wouldn't say we cheated, because like there were like 18 bars on Symphony of the Seas.
Yeah, there were.
There's only like 12 or 13 on the on Odyssey of the Seas.
So it's a lot less.
Yeah, so it's less. So we forced ourselves to do it all in one day.
That's true.
Whereas Symphony of the Seas, we split it up into 2. But yeah, there is a line in there where I said, we're not raging alcoholics here. We just train. So be on the lookout for that. That is, 8 o'clock our time tomorrow morning. But
yep. So Amber says your video from La Atelier made up her mind to go there for birthday dinner last September. Did you enjoy it? We just got to know. Place. Do you enjoy it?
Oh my God, Mac.
Mac, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Speaking of which, I should put this up.
And Anthony says, you got to do the full tasting manner. Grow up.
I know.
Well, he called you Joey.
Like Joey Abs.
Yeah.
Who's Joey Robes? Oh, I get it. I was thinking it was Joey Abs from Basic to Bougie. I'm like, I don't think that's very... Nice. That would not be a compliment for sure. Just because of how Mike treats him all the time. Poor guy.
Steve says there's a $4.95 Burlwood from Aldi. We'll have to look at that. I mean, like we said, we don't buy champagne very often.
Right.
We buy some wine from a winery in South Dakota that we really like, that we can find here. Otherwise... Well,
that and Chateau Saint Michelle is actually our favorite. They have a Riesling. And that was the whole reason why we ended up going there during our Seattle days.
Yep.
Or
Seattle time.
Yeah, 2 days or something.
Seattle weekend.
Oh my God! Which, if you haven't seen that,
48 hours.
That was us at its finest. Like, we knew that our Alaska cruise was going to be kind of relaxed, and we had a couple sea days.
Yeah.
So we went hog wild. It's the most insane 48 hours, I think.
So Josh let me plan most of that, and I'm telling you, we do little notes in our phone that are shared notes, and he was thinking. He said it more than once.
Yeah.
We can't get all this done. We can't get all this done. I said, yeah, we can. We can do this. And we did. So it was nice.
Oh, thanks so much, Seeking. Can you bring home some mashed potatoes from Joey Robes and just drop them at their house?
We
will be driving by your house on our way home. So, maybe.
What?
It all depends on how much they give us, but I could maybe try.
You would.
We
brought ribs home from Vegas the last time.
Yeah, our December one, we definitely brought home like 2-3 meals worth of ribs.
Yeah.
So if you watch our international smoke one, that was like literally
3 meals for us, easy.
Well, I was gonna say it was our last meal, and we had backpacks on for that one. You can always tell if we're like just getting there or just leaving if we have a backpack on.
My gosh, mate. Am I allergic to champagne? Do you see my chest?
Yeah, you are starting to break out. Oh, man, it's even worse on camera.
I know, that's what caught my eye. Okay.
All right, well, I will know. Do you need to switch to beer?
I mean, I'll give it a try and we'll see from there. Mac did say buying a drink for both of you from Lindsay and Mac. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that way we don't have to just... I was prepared to walk into... Joel Robichon and just get ice water. Nothing else. Like, I cannot afford it here.
Mike Ring says buy some Miller High Life. We like Miller Lite.
We do. Yeah. I mean, not a ton.
I mean, if it's there, we'll drink it.
Yeah.
It's not something we go buy.
And if we're trying to, like, watch our calorie intake and blah, blah, blah. Although, speaking of which, I think that Amstel Light is probably one of my favorite light beers, and Wynn has that on the casino floor if you're ever interested.
That's awesome. Amber from Vancouver did say La Atelier was amazing. The summit, I don't know how to say that word, even though we did watch a whole series on Psalms before we went to
that doesn't mean we
Seattle.
know how to drink wine or anything.
Staff was attentive, but not creepy. Food was so good. Yeah. And the ambiance was not informal. Yeah. Or not formal.
That's what I loved about that. I'm wondering if because the main restaurant, it definitely looks like it's more... formal. Yeah, we're gonna have to be pulling out the suit and. Do you have an evening gown?
I have an idea of what I'm gonna wear.
All right, something fancy is what we'll be wearing.
Mike Rink, thanks so much. Cheers and congrats on the 10,000. Thank you
so much.
Cheers again.
Yes. It actually sounded like glass that time when we cheers.
Yeah, that's good for us.
Oh, Glasgow.
Max says I'm having a reaction. Get the EpiPen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull my hair.
If it gets worse, I can just do this.
I was like, I'll just move my hair for a minute.
All right.
Glasgow Productions. Thank you all for your hard work. You guys are so much fun. Besides what you just said about Miller Lite, It's not the beer of choice.
No.
We will drink it if it's here. I think we have it in
not here. Like we're not buying it for our house.
No, but I think we do have it in the case of emergency stash.
Yes. Like for Doomsday, we do have a little bit of, extra toothpaste, mouthwash, Tylenol, batteries, Miller Lite.
Because if it's Doomsday, you better believe we're gonna have a beer.
Yeah, if we're having Miller Lite, it's probably because some place has like the worst, what do you call it? Like beer selection.
Oh yeah.
So that would be why we would do that. Here, I'm gonna get this here. Glasgow Productions, by the way. I have been watching your guys' videos. I think you're freaking hilarious. And I was gonna ask you, are you from Kansas City? Because they wear Chiefs stuff all the time. Oh, they do wear Chiefs stuff. Yeah. Which
we should hook them up with Show Me Vegas, because we know Jordan is cheering for them tomorrow.
I gotta say, I am not cheering for the Chiefs. We did last
time.
But we're Broncos fans, so we can't be always cheering on them.
I like Amber's comment. Benadryl plus champagne sounds like a Vegas cocktail.
Yeah.
Sure does.
I think it looks okay now. I mean, let's see what it looks like on camera.
I told you I'll just move I'll just keep my hair.
All right. Well, I will know if Rachel's out drinking champagne. Do you need to take something? Nah. It doesn't hurt?
It doesn't hurt.
Okay. Glasgow Production from Jefferson City, Missouri.
Okay, so just because Josh said that, I do want to give a shout out. One of the coolest things I think about doing this channel over the last few years and last 10,000 subs is that we have met some amazing people. A lot of them have vlogs themselves and do travel stuff and food stuff. Most of them are Vegas stuff, but you guys are awesome. We've had the opportunity to meet Show Me Vegas, which Jordan and Ashton, we had a great time with them. Tom and Mindy, we've had few hundred meals with them, it feels like, and a few beers with them.
A lot of drinks, not as my meals. But.
Kino Kid and Kino Candy, SVS, Seeking Vegas Sunrise. You guys have been so much fun. Oh, Basic to Bougie, we had dinner
Mike
with
from
too.
Basic to Bougie.
I guess that was just apps.
Well, and at Granny Fest.
Granny Fest, we met so many people.
If anyone wants to meet, Vegas vlogging community, Go to Granny
Fest. Holy cow.
Yeah, I was actually sitting next to Travel Ruby during the show. Met Dale McKenzie there. Taco Lover. I actually met Taco Lover there.
Yep. But the entire community is so welcoming and warm. And it's just so much fun getting to talk to people who love what we love. Travel, good food, good cocktails, and Vegas. So thank you guys so much. It's been so much fun. And if anybody wants to drop 100 of those links out there, you guys go right ahead. But please.
Actually, I probably have to have mods, and we don't do enough of these live streams to
true. Okay, never mind.
have a lot of
We don't have to worry about that. Oh yeah, James says in case of emergency stash or if you go underwater. True.
For what?
For a Miller Lite.
Oh god, yeah. Well, because if it was something good, we would be drinking it,
That's true.
Yeah, and they are tall cans, too. But actually, if you watched our treats box, I did like it how some people called us out for our booze in the background.
Cabinet in the back.
Yeah, we're well stocked.
Candy says she's still cheering for the Niners. Well, don't worry, we're still cheering for the Broncos, even though they made a...
Oh God, the Broncos sucked this year.
We're just gonna struggle.
We ended up going to 4 football games this year, and only one Broncos game was that. But the home team lost every time except for the final game of the year for the Broncos. So that was we were pretty happy to see a win there.
So I don't know how to pronounce this one. It's a whole lot of letters together, but it does say at Josh Seinfeld. What's the deal with mushrooms?
Oh God, I hate mushrooms.
He does.
It's the texture. I can't stand it.
We do some meals to our home.
Oh yeah.
To make for dinner, and I didn't
what
even
is that one,
think about it. It's called Every Plate.
Every Plate. So that has actually been a
life
to do a
for us.
Tangent. Yeah, we've been doing that. Started in the fall. Minimally, but we actually do 4 or 5 meals a week from that.
Yeah, 4 meals a week.
We're not sponsored, so I mean,
no,
don't think we're trying to sell you anything.
But it has so helped us on portion control.
Yeah, because we've been working out more and dieting, and because we came back from our December cruise, and we're like, my God. And so we're both like, I'm like 15, 20 pounds since then.
I'm 14. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we are about to head into a horrible...
Not horrible.
Not horrible. It's going to be amazing.
Exciting, yeah.
But it's going to be a crazy stretch of travel coming up here.
Yeah. So we ordered those boxes and ended up one day with mushrooms. And Josh was like, why'd you order that one? I said, I didn't read it all the way.
I was just like, oh, God, I don't get to eat anything tonight.
Yeah. SBS did say we had a happy 4 hours after brunch that day. We were watching someone the other day. I don't remember which channel it was, but they were down in the Arts District, and we said we really wanted to go back to that.
Silver Stamp.
Yeah, your uncle's basement bar.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that there's any videos out there for people. I think I might have done a short. Or, no, maybe it was just a story or something on Instagram.
Story, yeah.
That place is frickin' sweet. It's down in the Arts District. But they just built it like in the last 2 years, I think.
It is kind of creepy.
Legit looks like a 70s uncle's basement. Well, it was creepy then because it was Halloween.
Yeah.
And they had like dead babies in the ceiling.
I think Anthony and Christina got better footage, so you have to go back to their vlog where we eat at Esther's Kitchen.
Yeah, they probably did. We did not do a good job of it. But they had a great beer menu too.
Mac and Lindsay say that bar shelf was pretty impressive. Well, we try hard.
Yeah. And that's not all of it. We've got some more in the bunker.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Okay, so I used to be a big fan of Doomsday Preppers.
He had
weird.
I mean, I think we still do have trail mix in our...
Oh, probably. Like, I had so much canned food, and like, I never ate it. It's so stupid. So... I don't know. There's got to be a better way to do it. I don't know where I was going to go with the doomsday prepping thing, but
you could write a
alcohol.
book. Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, yeah. So like alcohol would be one of those things that you could trade, if the zombie apocalypse actually happens. So because like money's not going to matter anymore.
That's true.
So if you have a bunch of alcohol, you could trade that for stuff.
Do you think homemade jam would fit into that too? My grandma makes a ton of homemade jam, and we have so many different jars of it. Maybe we could trade.
I would. So preppers prefer honey.
Oh.
Because honey is actually like it's got some health qualities to it. Sorry.
It does have some.
This got weird.
Yeah, stuff for your allergies. Maybe I should take some.
Yeah, how you doing there?
I don't know. Amber says, if we ever make it back to Vancouver, they have an insane craft beer scene there. You never make it to all the breweries.
We were so disappointed. Like, yeah, we had no time in Vancouver. We actually like had to race off the boat.
Do you remember the bartender or the waitress at that restaurant? She's like, it's whatever that beer was. I can't even remember what it was.
There must be like a bigger craft beer place
Denise
in Vancouver. I forgot it though.
Hey Denise, Hollywood 210.
Hey Denise.
KM. Oh my gosh. Thanks, guys, so much for joining. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Oh, we do have a question here from KM. How do you guys balance work and taking a lot of vacations? This is a great question. We have learned to go to work tired.
Yep,
and
that's my
on
classic
very little
answer.
Sleep. Mm-hmm.
We also, I know one of the biggest things I have said to people is like, you know how most people before a big vacation or after a big vacation, you'll take a day to recover. We don't take recover days. We don't take a planning day. We are like just jam packed.
Like next week when we fly out to Vegas, we will both work until our normal hours, like 7:30 to 4. So we'll both work that and then go to the airport. And then we get home, we'll get home about midnight on Monday night, which is a holiday for me. And so we'll go back to work at 7:30 the next morning.
Yeah. Oh God. For our December one, because we actually booked it simply because we were going to George Strait.
Yeah.
And so it was only a 2-nighter, and that's why I think that was the Excalibur one.
Yeah.
And we
thank goodness.
we only wanted to stay at Excalibur 2 nights maximum.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was totally fine. But we got home I think at like 2:30 in the morning, and we were both at work at 7:30 the next day. So like yeah, you can't rest is what we lack. That's the balance that we struggle with.
But we did rest this last 8 weeks, and we are both like itching
bored.
So bad.
God,
we're both so bored. We have watched so much YouTube, and we've caught up on all the videos. It's just nuts.
Yeah, we oh gosh, yeah, we almost went to a local or at the casino in Black Hawk, Colorado, which is
because we had
our
200
local.
in free play.
But I was like, but we have like right now we have 3 trips to Vegas between now and June planned. Mm-hmm. We have 2 cruises, which we gamble at those too.
Yep.
So I was like,
we have a trip to Tulsa coming up. We have a trip
to lose gambling money.
Yeah, we have a trip to Tulsa. We have a trip to Washington D.C. We have a trip to Abilene, Kansas coming up.
Yeah, probably not going to be videos on Tulsa or Abilene, because they're going to be just quick little things. For Tulsa, I do think we're actually going to get to see Tom and Mindy.
Yeah.
Because they live close to Tulsa, and we are going there to go to a concert.
Turnpike Troubadours.
Yes, so excited for that one.
Renee's in here. Hey, Renee, thanks for joining us, and thanks for being part of the Gluttons. Congrats on 10K. She says we've been following you for a while and look to you guys to help guide our Vegas trips.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, your name is on the screen now. It is. Yes. So what happens is when there's new Gluttons, we put it on the next video we put out, and Josh has been so good at getting our cruise videos.
Should I?
Sure. I mean, okay. I'm not. I'm still breathing.
It doesn't hurt?
Good.
All right, if you start coughing.
Yeah. Mac wants to know if we get credit for the party boxes we order, if we order them. Yes, we do.
We do. Yeah, we're looking at ordering probably the 5.
Yeah, we're gonna try the smaller box this next time around.
Yeah,
it was really fun, and we do like to try new snacks and stuff, especially for other countries. So we thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, but I think it's hard to. I can understand if it's hard to put. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday about it, where it's hard to spend $25 when you may not enjoy most of it or half of it.
Yeah.
There was some very good snacks in there.
There were some terrible ones.
Yeah. We were talking the other day about whether we liked or least the one that we least liked. It was the can of corn cheese puffs or can of corn puffs.
It was so awful.
It was gross. Or the mango. What was the other flavor of that? Mango butterscotch or something?
Mango green tea caramel. It was not a caramel. It was not
gross.
At all. Mike Ring says the Arts District is fun. Love the breweries. We agree. We really like it. Oddly enough, we can share this piece too. When we go in April, we're doing our first downtown weekend.
We are. So. And it's like the craziest way that we got it.
Yeah.
So we were visiting friends in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for Labor Day, and we ended up going to this random casino, a Native American casino, hour away or something, and they ended up having a prize that I somehow won, because I got enough points. So there was a random drawing thing, and we got 2 free nights or 3 free nights at the D.
3 free nights at the D.
Yeah, which
that's why we haven't stayed down there.
For Granny Fest, we actually were trying to get some free nights or checking in to see if we could do some kind of tier matching, because it's we got free rooms at Wynn, but we can't get a free night at Plaza or the D or El Cortez.
Now, we also did not mention anything, especially at the Plaza, about being a YouTube channel, because we know they like to kind of
cater
to that, and we just wanted to see if we could get it with our personal tier matching, and we couldn't. But now we're going to be down there for a weekend, so that's going to be exciting.
For the most part, everything that we do, we like to be able to bring you stuff that you could do.
Yeah.
I remember, I'm not going to say who the channel was, or there were a couple of them where they ended up getting rooms that normal people can't even get.
Yeah. So how fun is that?
Yeah. So we like to be able to share things that everyone else can actually take tips and do.
Hey, Anthony Logano. He says Excalibur is barely above the Travel Lodge. Yeah.
Sure. I haven't stayed there, but I'm assuming it's terrible.
Mike Rink did say Mormons love prepping.
It's true. Yeah.
True.
And there's actually quite a few Mormons around here. I had heard about that too.
Okay, question I should have submitted in advance. This is from Amber in Vancouver, but budgeting. Do you plan a % of income for traveling or just wing it? What's your strategy?
We wing it.
We do wing it.
We're do we have the time that we can do it? Because that's the other thing. We've had to start managing our PTO. And so Rachael ended up getting a new job about
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, about halfway into doing this, where she went from having a ton of PTO to less. And so we focus around holidays
Government holidays.
Yes, government holidays. But I've worked with the same company for almost 18 years now. So, I mean, I can get quite a bit of PTO doing it.
Oh, your dad's in here.
Oh, hey, Dad.
We do wing it. Okay, Show Me Vegas needs an insider tip. This you'll be impressed with. What kind of coin in on a cruise will you get for decent cruise offers for future sailings?
No clue.
No clue, but you don't have to spend much.
No.
We were doing, on that Mighty Cash game where you can go down to like 8 to 18 cents a spin. Mm-hmm. We spent hours our first cruise playing that, and we've never had to worry about it since.
So what we've seen with casinos on cruise ships is that it really is, it's only looking at how much play and like I guess like 1 point for $5 spun or something like that, where it's very straightforward. Unlike what you're seeing in a lot of Vegas places right now, where they do look at your bet per spin and other things like, I don't know, MGM's kind of really screwed up their system, but it's harder to know. It's very straightforward, and in general, I will take about half or less of a bankroll on a cruise ship, and we will play as much or more. So I tend to do,
and we're both getting
smaller bets.
Yeah, and we're both getting offers with that. And I'll say I tried the envelope trick in our September cruise to Alaska. You liked it. I really liked it. I think I did $75 or $100 a day, and man, we had a blast with it. Still getting free comps. I got a thing in the mail today for some free cruises. It just depends on what you can work on it. It was amazing. All right. I cannot say their names, but I do know.
Yes, we actually did
Dave
watch
and
their
Sonia. Yeah.
Dave and Sonia from Sun Travels.
Congrats on 10K. We've been following you guys for a while. Y'all have made some great food recommendations. They did have a question for us too that they submitted on what.
Oh yeah, we did ask for questions. We should probably do them.
Yeah. Any advice for someone just getting started? And we just say, keep at it and do what you like.
I was going to say, I could do like a 10-minute rant.
Yeah, just do what you like.
I would say don't get discouraged. You're going to have some videos that do really well, and you're going to put a ton of time into some videos that may just do nothing.
Or that you love, and everybody else is like, thanks. Like, we don't get any comments on some of ours.
But yeah, I think the do what you love is the key, because otherwise, like, this is a grind.
It is.
If we did not enjoy doing the YouTube videos and we watch our own videos.
We do.
Especially like our cruise videos or like other city videos.
Because it's our relay of our vacation.
Right. And if you haven't watched those, like, we tend to do those a bit different from our Vegas ones. Vegas ones are very structured.
Yep.
It's a specific restaurant for each video, whereas our cruise videos, it's the true trip vlog.
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped this down here, but yeah, you got to find what you enjoy, because otherwise, like, it's gonna wear you down.
And I'd also say be consistent in putting your stuff out there, because people will just gradually start continually watching. So I think it's been hard to learn that. There's days, and I've talked to, I think, Tom and Mindy about this. I know Josh and I've discussed it many times. We were doing some updates videos during reopening of Vegas.
Which really did great for us.
They did great, but I will tell you, we never bickered more in that 5 to 7 minute video ever in our trip than when we did those videos.
We just did not have a lot of fun actually making them.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, they did a good job, and they brought a ton of people to the channel, because, like, during COVID, everybody wanted to know stuff. Right now,
nobody really seems to care.
I don't really understand. I mean, all the big channels are doing them now, but for the most part, like, I don't.
Yeah.
We don't watch those ones, because, like, we're there every couple months. Like, there's not new stuff that's coming out.
A couple new people in the chat: Michael Ferrara and Kira Stifler. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Michael says Park MGM is the most underrated property on the Strip, and I know Tom and Mindy really like it there. We really like the Nomad. Yes, we love that area. So,
I was gonna say, so, like, Park MGM, if you went to it during COVID restrictions. I know some people have called it boring and like not exciting. It's a lame crowd or something, but I totally disagree. And I think that in the last, like, year, it really has found its crowd.
At your birthday, man, we had a blast.
Yes,
it was so much fun.
It took some time, but man, Park MGM is. I think it's great. I think it's super underrated. But yeah, we prefer Nomad rooms.
Yeah. Brad Sweeney's in here. Thanks for joining us. He says, love you guys. Big fan. KM says, congrats to Davis. I know. I watched Keno's last night. And
I think they just hit 1,000.
They did just hit 1,000.
Oh, that's what I was going to say also. So they were in Keno's last night, right?
Yeah.
And so like that's another thing that was helpful to us. Like Gambling Granny, their Friday night live streams, when we were first starting out, we were there all the time. We still try to do it whenever we're in town and stuff. Yep. But like, I mean, they've gotten huge now. But back when we were first watching them, you know, they do channel shout outs all the time. And they were a huge help to us.
They were a huge help to us.
And we have met them as well, too.
Yeah. And like I said, this whole community is so supportive. So it's hard. And I know Jordan's mentioned this before. We've talked about it. It feels somewhat like you're like, oh, I'm competing against them. That's not true. You end up being like such good friends that it's amazing.
I feel like I can see the rash getting up to your neck right now.
All right. Jordan did say Tulsa's only 2.5 hours from them. Well, I know the tickets to Turnpike are not cheap, but you can go ahead and...
Yeah, we got really lucky that we got in the day of and they sold out real quick. Because they are from... Oh, Tom, you're going to have to answer this one. But whatever town Tom is from...
Tahlequah?
Maybe.
Tahlequah?
Small town Oklahoma, where I think Tulsa's like the next biggest city. Yeah. And so that's why we're actually super excited because we tried to go. They were here at Red Rocks. Last May was their first show in like a couple of years. And the tickets sold out instantly. And then all of a sudden they were like $1,000 for plus? General public tickets. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But if you want a good band recommendation, Turnpike Troubadours, lots of fun.
The funny part about that is that's one of Josh's favorite bands, and one of the openers is my favorite band. We just went to them in Fort Collins, Muscadine and Bloodline. So we're both like, yes, we got to get tickets.
It's like the perfect concert for us.
Oh, Donna Lopez is in here. Thanks so much. We love you both. Oh, Rain King's in here.
Oh,
hey,
nice.
Rain King. Beer Lady says government holidays are the best. You are right. They are the best. And I don't have to take PTO for it. So it's wonderful.
I do, but I have more.
Mike says, congrats on the 10K from your best commenter. And you want to know what, Mike? We're trying to find all those That's What She Said moments in there.
Oh, Basic to Bougie Mike. Okay. Yeah. I thought you were saying Mike Rank. I was
like... Basic to Bougie Mike.
Yeah, if you want to see some...
Dad says wine tonight. No, champagne today, Mark. So...
We went with...
We don't know.
Yep, I don't know how to pronounce it.
But
it's fancy. Yep. Oh, gosh.
This might be my last glass. I might have to change to beer.
I think you should, yeah. The good thing is, like, we're down... This is the editing computer and gaming computer and stuff. And it's really my room. But we have a beer fridge right next to the computer, so we won't have to go anywhere.
Max says, what's the envelope trick? So I have learned this...
It was from the coin show.
Watching the coin show.
Yeah.
I put like my designated amount of money in an envelope, seal it up. That's my amount for the day. I take it to the casino, and that's either what I'm going to play on and take back. And then I know I'm only losing that much per day. Because in December, I did not do that. And I had a good couple days on the cruise ship in December.
Oh, the cruise.
And then Josh went to a whiskey tasting with our friend Landon, and I lost all my winnings while he was gone. Because I was chasing his stupid jackpot.
I'm trying to teach her that, like, when you're... And, I mean, I don't do the envelope trick. So, I mean, I can do horrible one day. Like, our first day at the Wynn, they were paying us back for, like, multiple trips. But anyway.
Because we had some...
like, I've said, like, a lot of times when you're, like, halfway through the trip, you have to start, like, adjusting how much you're... betting because you know if you're still like even at that point, I want to come home with some money. If I'm up, I'll probably still
want to come home with some money.
Yeah, I just really started scaling back later in the trip, and that was the last day, and she lost all her
money.
Yeah,
but Josh also taught me, because as many of you know, if you have been watching any of our question and answers, I was not a gambler before him and I met, but he has told me more times than not, sometimes you just got to keep plugging and it's going to pay off. And I was on this machine, and this guy on my right-hand side was telling me that he hit a couple jackpots on these machines, and so blah, blah, blah. And I thought I was going to win.
And didn't. Yeah.
Amber from Vancouver and James says they like the New Orleans videos. So do we. If you haven't been to New Orleans, that is a foodie city in itself, and you want to talk about a party town all on a truly walkable strip, that place is for you. That place is good.
Yes. And those are definitely different videos than like the Vegas ones as well. like that one, we had just done. What was it? We did the Alaska cruise. We did Vegas, and then it was like
actually a work trip.
Yeah, and it was a work trip for Rachael. And so like we were tempted not even to do that video because we were just so tired. I like when she went to the conference, I just slept.
You slept.
Yeah, I did nothing. Oh, you brought a glass too?
Yeah, I brought 2.
Fancy. Mm-hmm. What do you got there then?
I got this. It's called Rhueberry by Bonds Brewing. It's a...
Where did we get that from?
It's hard to say.
Oh, it's from Laramie.
It's from Laramie, though.
All right,
so
there
it's a
we go.
local brewery. We really enjoy them.
Yeah, and if anyone's new to the live stream right now, I'm not purposefully throwing the glutton piece over Rachael, but I am because she's had a little bit of a reaction to the champagne, I think. I'm hoping I haven't.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, Terry Flamand. He says, congrats from 10K from, I don't know how to pronounce that, BC, Canada.
Where?
Wife and I love your channel. Looking forward to the first cruise, hopefully to Alaska.
Nanaimo. Actually, aren't there some kind of like peanut butter chocolate bars?
Oh, maybe.
I feel like I hear people talk about them all the time. We've never had a Canadian bring them to us, but no. I've heard that like Blair will do it. I think Born to Vegas has done it.
Yeah, we've seen Blair a few times.
We have.
Victoria's in here. Hey, Victoria. She says, congrats. And Show Me Vegas says, Park MGM is the bomb, but people either love it or hate it. You're right.
Yeah.
And that's what we've just seen from multiple people on it.
As a non-smoker, I 100% love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anthony, thank you so much. Yeah. Anthony donated $4.99. Love the channel. You both are so friendly and real.
Thank you.
We try.
Jackpot Dream says, congrats, love your videos and look forward to them. You really do a great job. Cajun congrats on your milestone. Big fans of your videos. Thank you so much. Daniel Rhodes is in the house. Stu and Diane are in here. They really do recommend us staying at Venetian Palazzo.
We want to. We actually did both get cards.
The last time we were there.
Wasn't last...
It was...
When was it? I don't know. It was one of our trips that ran together this fall.
Yeah.
When we were staying at the Wynn, because we actually have, you may have noticed that we've started to eat more at Venetian Palazzo restaurants, because when we're staying at Wynn, we notice that like our spend doesn't matter pretty much at all for our points, and so we're very open to just trying everything else. And Venetian has great restaurants.
Plus, we've eaten it all but 2, and we're gonna actually put the second one on the list for. We're doing it next weekend.
Yes, we are.
So yeah, there's only 2 restaurants at the Wynn we haven't tried.
Yeah.
Dave Verison. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, let's go to the questions here. You read that, and I'll try to catch up on there. Cajunier asked if we're based in Colorado. Actually, no, we live in Wyoming. Southern Wyoming.
This is from Lauren Briganti. Most of these questions came from Instagram, which if you're not following us on Instagram, please go check that out. Most of the time I will do stories that are going to be more live as far as like when we're on our trips. If you want the most live stuff, though, you can join our Gluttons. Because we actually put a lot more stuff in our Discord there.
Yep.
We have like a trip report area, so we'll post pictures of like the restaurants that we're at like that night. But anyway, Lauren Briganti on Instagram wrote, "Do you guys ever go to the pools in Vegas? Would love to see poolside reviews." We love the pool. If you've watched our cruise videos, you know that we're like in the water a ton.
On our next trip, we actually have 6 days or 6 different ports and 7 different excursions. And I think
it just 6?
Maybe no.
I mean, we don't have a sea day.
Sorry, it's 7 days in port and 8 excursions, and all of them include water. So we are definitely.
There's going to be a lot of water in our next cruise series, which is actually just about 3 weeks out. 22 days. I had to pull it up because there's it's like a new itinerary for Royal Caribbean, it looks like.
It's the first time they're cruising out of Barbados.
Yeah, we will be flying into Barbados to start, and then it's a very southern route. So we're talking to like Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, St. Vincent, Dominica, and St. Lucia.
All new countries for me. Josh has been to Barbados.
Yep.
So super excited for that.
which if you haven't heard before, like we just love traveling. And so like one of my bucket list goals years ago was to hit 100 countries, and that's why cruising is so easy for us to enjoy doing. I know some people don't enjoy it because they look at it as it's like too rushed, it's too structured. But if you want to hit 100 countries, like, and this is in a lifetime, but you still have to go to many.
You do. Kino, you didn't have to do that. Aww. Thanks to two of the best people we know. 10K is amazing. Crushing it, my friends. Let's go find some thrill rides. I mentioned this last night on their live, and I have to mention it again. If you haven't seen our strat video and you want to see two grown men who are very, very nervous about doing the rides at the top of the strat, go watch our strat video or Kino Kid and Kino Candies, because they were so nervous.
See, for me, my saving grace in that is that they make you take everything out of your pockets, and I had to take my glasses off, and so it was just blurry, but everything is so high up. Oh my god, I was so scared. Yeah. If I had contacts in that day, I probably would have just puked.
Your dad wants to know, when do we get to go to Alaska?
We actually went to Alaska September, October.
When do we get to go to Alaska with you guys?
Oh.
He's asking.
Oh, you didn't say that part. Let's chat offline. Yeah. We could find something, I bet.
Oh, my beer is like Rachel's got a blue raspberry wheat ale from Twin Sales. That sounds delicious. Jen Rhodes wants to know if we've ever considered moving to Las Vegas.
No.
We're afraid it will take away the thrill of Vegas.
No, not me.
Well, I would be afraid of that from the,
I'm afraid I would gamble every dollar I got.
Yeah, we would be broke.
Yeah,
so broke.
Yes. It's definitely one of those, especially when you watch the local people. When you think about when we're not in Vegas, for the most part, we hardly go out to eat. We cook at home all the time. We're just buying regular groceries. So we're saving money that way. And so if we lived in Vegas, we would want to go out to eat all the time.
And I think we would. We've even talked about that if we lived in Denver, we'd be out all the time because all the stuff that's constantly going on in big cities. And we enter it. I mean, Cheyenne's a capital, but it's not near that. Mm-hmm. There's some small stuff that happens, but it's not near every weekend, every day type of stuff.
And I have a bit of an addictive personality, so I would probably gamble way too much. Although we've actually been getting a bunch of local casinos, and I just refuse to go in
because we don't get comps.
Well, you don't get comps, but I need to save that money for my Vegas trips or for the casino and the cruise ships and stuff.
James asked Dominican Republic. No, Dominica. It's
Dominica.
Different.
Yep.
And one of the things they're known for there is the whales year-round. So we are doing a whale watching tour. I'm pretty positive it's Dominica.
I can try to look that up. But it's also one that there's supposed to be dolphins.
Yeah.
I have
pods and pods.
I've actually done a dolphin encounter type thing.
You swam with dolphins, right?
Yeah, but I've never seen dolphins in the wild. I know I've seen videos and stuff where people show them swimming alongside a cruise ship, but I've never done it before, and I'm very excited. We're hopeful that we're gonna see some. We're gonna be on Rhapsody of the Seas.
It's a smaller.
I don't think
ship.
anyone's asked that, but since I'm looking at it, I might as well just say it.
Oh, Christina wants to know: does it ever feel too peoply on the cruise?
Sure.
On occasion, but it's not been overwhelming because the nice part is we can go back to the room.
Yeah.
Or the casino or the pool deck. Now, the
casinos
cruise,
can get pretty crowded, actually.
Yeah. The last cruise, though, in December, the pool deck on our sea days was overwhelmed because it was so nice. Yes. It was just hard to...
That was our first time where it was holy crap. Mm-hmm. And it was... But you will see... Is it going to be tomorrow's video? We were there during the World Cup. It was nuts. Oh my god. It was actually so fun because it just created this awesome atmosphere where everybody's just watching the game at the pool, and you'll see it.
Yeah, and oddly enough, it's one of those things that it just depends on where you're headed. There were a lot of people on our Alaska cruise, but it never felt crowded. Yeah. Same size of boat on our cruise this last December. It was a whole different vibe because people were just
very different.
excited to be in the Caribbean in the winter, I think.
Yeah, if you're doing an Alaska cruise, it tends to be older, and it tends to be more relaxing.
It was very relaxing.
But like this last doing the Caribbean one, it felt a lot younger, a lot drinkier. There was a lot of boozing going on that ship, and like it was a kind of rowdy young crowd, which was fun.
Yep.
Yeah, we actually enjoyed it. Oh, that does remind me.
You have a question there?
Well, so back to the... I don't think we ended up really doing the answer for the pool one. But we've never... I think we've only done a couple videos at pools. Although I think one of our very first ones was like a walkthrough of the pool.
We try to include it...
Mirage.
We try to include it in our entire review of the hotel.
Right, which is a new thing that we just started doing this summer. And that's why we've only done like Win, Nomad, Cosmo... Excalibur and Luxor, I think, are the only ones that we've done so far. But we intend to do them in the future, and so we'll definitely be talking about what you can expect for it.
And in the future will be repeats, because after June we will have hit all of the MGM casinos.
It's true.
So,
okay, so this was from DGen, Jenny, and me. They said drink packages on a cruise, yay or nay?
Well, there's two pieces to that.
Yeah,
yes,
we have
for sure
thought about this one. Because it's expensive.
It is expensive.
A 7-day cruise, you can expect $1,000 to $1,200
total for the two of you, and that includes
for the two of you for a week.
Yeah.
But like, it's expensive. And so what are some of the things we've talked about?
We've talked about, because it also, so not only does it include your alcoholic beverages, but it includes your bottled waters. I think there's even energy drinks on some of the ships, and it includes your specialty coffees. So if you even drink a minimum of 6 drinks a day, and that's from the time you wake up with the bottled water and a coffee, which you can take a bottled water off the ship, or a Powerade. I know on this last cruise they were having stations where you could take a Powerade off the ship with you, and you want a specialty coffee, something more than just a drip coffee, you're 2 to 3 drinks in right there. We always usually do a drink with dinner and a drink in the casino. So it's there. Now, once you hit prime status in the casino,
which is 2,500 points.
Yeah, you get free drinks in the casino, and you don't even have to be gambling. You just go up to the casino bar and get it. Which I did notice on Penny's for Vegas cruise vlog. They actually had to be gambling with theirs, and truly, you just walk up, show them your card that you're prime, and you get it at the casino bar. So that's really nice. The difference for us was on this last one, we were so high up. We were on like the 12th floor. The casino was on the 4th floor. And we only do the stairs.
Yeah.
Because of how much we eat and drink. It's a long walk to the casino if you're on the pool deck of 14th or 15th floor.
But we did the drink package on that last one.
Yeah. So
I
we
think
say yes.
Like we also... So cruises that we haven't done the drink package on would be like the Alaska one. And we actually don't have the drink package on 3 of our 4 planned for this year.
No, because the smaller ships.
Yeah, we ended up choosing. So like so we've done 5 since it restarted in 2021, and we have 4 this year. Where like all those 5, a lot of them were based around the ship and not as much about the itinerary. These ones are all super intensive itineraries where I think we have like 2 sea days out of 24 days at sea. We only have 2 sea days. So if you've ever done a cruise, like that's intense. Like we are going to be tired.
We are doing the drink package on our cruise in May because we're going with some friends who've never cruised before. Well, one of them hasn't cruised before, so we do want to make sure we're getting some.
And that's the other thing. Like if we're going with friends, I think we are more likely to do the drink package. If we're just the 2 of us, we're gonna try to work things. So like our Alaska cruise,
we worked the system.
Right. For our Alaska cruise, we actually bought 2 bottles of wine, which you can take 2 bottles on, and we bought a 12-pack of Coke Zero, which you can take a 12-pack
of soda
most at maximum. So you can take those already, and then she did the champagne and strawberries and the wine and cheese, which the cheese plate sucked.
But I will tell you, the champagne was cheap, and
you did not break out.
Yeah.
See, you're allergic
champagne.
to expensive stuff.
Yeah. So
I'm like getting self-conscious now. I'm like scratching my chest. What's wrong?
We do say DJ and Jenny and me that it depends on the situation, but we don't disagree. We think you should actually get the cruise or the drink package.
For the most part, I think you should. This will be interesting. So our cruise in May is going to be, it's just like a 3-nighter.
Yeah.
Because we're going with some friends who they've never cruised before. Or he has. And she has not. And she's actually very nervous about it. Mm-hmm. And so that's why it's such a short one. But we were like, you want to get everything out of it that you possibly can. Also, the other thing to look at for it is how many of your port days are included. Like, so there's 2 private islands with Royal Caribbean. So Labadee, Haiti, which will probably be on Wednesday, if you want to see what that looks like, or Perfect Day at Coco Cay.
Josh's both of them favorite places.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Both of them have it where you can get you can use your drink package on shore. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, when you're able to do it that way, it's great. But if you're doing, like we're doing 6-7 days of ports where we don't get that like drink package advantage, like we're not going to, because we're going to be off the ship for 8-9 hours of the day.
I was just saying, we plan on being off the ship the minute they let us and back on the minute they let us.
We'll be in the sun and water a lot of it, so we're expecting to be tired, so we're just going to not do it this time.
Yeah. All right, so let's do a couple of questions from the chat. Wendy asks, because she's following in our footsteps in Seattle at the Mayflower Hotel, did we see any ghosts?
Oh.
No, but that hotel was awesome.
Is that place haunted?
It's probably a good thing you didn't know that.
I didn't book it.
I did. It was an awesome hotel.
So so cool. As far as bookings go, typically Rachael does the bookings for pretty much any non-Vegas thing.
I do. I use, we try to use either Marriott or Hyatt. I just started with IHG, which is kind of the Holiday Inn stuff, or Booking.com. I will tell you, that place can get us some really good deals. So. And
for flights, if you're, I mean, nobody asks these questions, but when you're talking about, like, if you want to travel all the time, she watches, there's an app called Hopper.
Yeah.
Because,
it really does help.
I mean, we pay for all of our flights. We pay for our hotels, unless it's Vegas. But, like, so we do want to be able to take advantage of these systems and stuff. But Hopper will actually give her an idea when
the best time to book is.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That actually goes right into the next question. Cajuneer says, how do you afford to travel so much? Does your channel support your travel, or do you rely on comps? And Josh and I have talked about this at length. We prioritize travel. That's where our money goes to. We have friends with young kids who have to pay for daycare, and we don't have to. We live within our means at home. We don't eat out like we talked about. We don't go out.
Yeah,
we go out very rarely at home.
Our house it's a pretty simple house. Yeah. It's somewhere in the, like, as far as like mid-price range for the town, but you know, we've been working for a long time. We're both in our middle age area. We make decent money. But yeah, instead of putting it into a car, which I just got a car, but like I had gone 10 years with no car payment. Rachel doesn't have a car payment.
Yeah. Because
we don't have like super fancy luxury cars, because rather than spending our money on our cars and house, we put that money towards travel. And we do comps.
We do comps
Absolutely.
As much as we can. All of our Royal Caribbean cruises, there's only one we've actually booked that we have not gotten a comp offer on. And that is for the newest class of ship next January that I am super stoked for.
Which is going to be interesting, because we are very entrenched in the Las Vegas community for YouTube.
Yeah.
But like we don't know anybody from
cruising world,
but we love doing it, so that's why we want to keep bringing it. But it's gonna be the like most vlogger heavy cruise.
Yeah, it's the inaugural sailing
cruise ship ever, probably.
We made it on the inaugural sailing, and I can't tell you how excited I am. I will pay full price for that cruise. Oh my god,
it's expensive.
It's so damn expensive.
But so the other thing about Prime, getting to Prime with Royal Caribbean, we actually get it. And we have not done this yet, but we do get a free interior cruise of 7 days, pretty much whenever we want for the next year. And so we're intending to use those
we've already
when they reset. Yeah, for a couple cruises to Europe later this year.
Which is actually you're doing good. Leads right into the next question. Are you doing a balcony or a suite?
I feel bad I don't. No. I pretty much don't read any of it, and Rachel keeps up for me.
So we've been doing suite or balconies on most of our cruises. On the next 3 we have booked. No, 3 of the 5, we are actually doing an ocean view or an interior room.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them we have balconies booked, but otherwise we are doing, because of the itineraries, we just did the cheapest route possible. So
yeah, my concern has always been with an interior room, like those rooms get super dark, and I've always been nervous that I would not realize like when it's daytime. So we have
a purchased.
Yeah, we bought a alarm clock that actually has like where it will light up like the sun coming up. We've never used it yet.
We'll have to take it in March.
Is it? Wait. March is an ocean view. August is an interior.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so interior is the major concern. Otherwise, like, even when I'm in Vegas, I don't close the curtains all the way when we go to sleep, and you probably hate that, but...
I don't mind.
I don't want to waste my days. On vacation,
early, we don't take sleep
in. on my vacation, I want to be up when the sun is up. I want to do a bunch of stuff.
Tracy B asks, or says, try cruising down under. Some of them Aussies can drink. It is on our radar for 2024.
Yes. Yeah, we are hopeful.
The only thing that we are struggling with on that, and we heard it again today, is a 20-hour flight.
Yeah, we were watching UFC right before this.
Like what? 20 hours?
Right now they're in, I think, Perth, Australia?
I don't know.
Which they said was in the western side. So it's probably not as long, but we've even looked at like Africa, and that would be another 20. Because along with 100 countries, I also want to do 7 continents. Yeah, so we have to.
Brian Moody's in the chat. Hey, Brian Moody. Hey. Nice to see you.
Brian, longtime viewer. He is great at commenting. He has the
best comments. It's so awesome.
We've never actually seen him in a live, though. Thank you, Brian.
He asked what was the best comps you've ever had. In my opinion, I'd say that suite at Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, Mandalay Bay. So it was the week before Christmas, which apparently is like the lowest population in Las Vegas. So if you want to get the best like upgrades and stuff, where you just go up to the desk and say, "Can I get an upgrade?" Mm-hmm. We were in the Reef Suite, and I thought that was definitely the best. The other, like free play, you get tons.
We have 2 new gluttons tonight. What? You guys are awesome.
Amber from Vancouver and Donnell Rhodes, thank you so much.
Amber from Vancouver follows me on Instagram. She's always so positive and has nice comments. So
I'm always excited when I see we have some people join our gluttons, which if you haven't, I guess we don't do a good job of talking about it or selling it, but it is our membership. Mike Rink just commented, which you can see people that have like a hot dog or a taco or like a T-bone
steak. Yeah.
So all those are members, and we have a Discord, which a lot of them go into, and then we talk about like different Vegas things or different cruise, different travels.
I was just checking my...
I think it looked... in real life, it looks okay.
All right, good.
But yeah, one of the biggest things we do is we allow early release for videos, which typically we're about a week out. We give the videos out, and then I think the biggest thing is also the Discord. Oh, my dad just joined.
So the funny part about the gluttons too in our little Discord is I'll come home from work and because I have the notifications on my phone and watch, and Josh has them off, and I'll come home and I'm like, have you been on Discord today? Because the gluttons are chatty, and so it's so much fun to catch up with that. So we
it is
love
awesome.
That. Man, we have some people to catch up on. John Little, Mac, Alan. Oh my gosh, there was a question here too about if we've been able to go to Celebrity yet.
Wait, where?
Can you get comped Celebrity Cruise?
We are waiting until we hit Diamond status, which we should hit Diamond, or I will...
You'll hit Diamond
I'll hit Diamond...
October.
Yeah, this year, going into Icon, and then we're hoping that we can try to have both of us get to Diamond there.
Because you can combine your accounts on Royal. We just are waiting until we get to the Diamond level, because that's pretty much the highest level on that one.
Well, and the great thing about hitting Diamond is that we would get free drinks, like 4 drinks per person every day.
Per day.
And so if we could have that, those are... those,
in the casino?
Yeah, those are your drinks when you're up at the pool deck, and then you could look at the casino for your later ones. So then we don't have to do the drink package. But if we do that... so once we hit Diamond, we can actually tier match over to Celebrity to one of their levels that allows for free drinks as well.
Grace from San Diego someone says, please say hi to Grace from San Diego. Hi, Grace from San Diego.
Hi, Grace.
I didn't see you. I'm not trying to miss anybody. Beer Lady says, we love your Vegas videos, but your cruise videos are really awesome. Our cruise videos are us on vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, they're my favorite videos. I love our Vegas videos. But as Josh mentioned earlier, they're very structured, and we have a plan going into all of them. Our cruise videos are truly our cruise videos. I think it's on Symphony Day 1. The very end of it, you see me eating pizza.
This is after, like, Rachael gets in a fight in the casino.
No, that woman.
She was rude.
She was not nice.
Yeah, we are not big fans of people that, put their chair up on the slot machine.
Like, for real?
If you gotta go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom.
Right.
But for God's sakes, you don't need to hoard a
that
slot
chair
machine.
wasn't even up.
I agree.
That chair wasn't even up.
And it was also the Lightning Link machines. And so it was like, there was only like 3 or 4 of them on that cruise ship. Mm-hmm. And so when you're hoarding the most popular machines, that stinks.
Max says, doesn't Prime on Royal restart every April 1st? It does, but... You earn it. So we earned it May of 2022. It actually goes through March of 2024.
Yes.
So it actually is a year out.
Yeah. And we got super lucky.
Yeah.
Because in May of last year, we actually, I hit a hand pay night 1. Mm-hmm. And so I'll say I did not come home with all that money.
No, that's the night we had Dumper on.
Well, not only that, but like that cruise was the cruise where we actually both hit Prime that night.
We did.
And so we had it for the entire year.
Yep.
And then, so it also gives you Prime for the next year.
Oh, Matt Wilson's in here too.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt. Yeah. So like, within 2 months of the reset, we actually had free drinks in the casino for 2 years. So that's where that was huge for us. Mm-hmm. Obviously, if I didn't hit that hand pay, do we get there? Maybe not. But it was huge for us.
But we've just super enjoyed their casinos on the cruise ship. I think the drink service is fantastic.
It is. Because
they end up knowing your name. I mean, it's one of those, like, you don't even have to ask. They keep coming back and bringing you drinks.
Yeah,
it gets me in trouble, but
I love the staff.
I do
and
too.
Yeah, that cruise we spent a lot of time in the casino, and we had this one waiter that was like always bringing us our drinks. We didn't even have to order them.
No,
like
not at all.
He'd see us, he'd bring it to us like right away. I'm pretty sure that night I was drinking a bit, and I gave him some good tips. And at the end of the cruise too.
As we should.
Yeah.
Next question. Is it awesome that you get to hang out with Tom and Mindy?
Yes. Absolutely.
I
love Tom and Mindy.
We do. And then Florian asks, have you ever been to Switzerland? I have not.
Mm-mm. Have you ever been to Europe?
I have not yet.
But, yeah.
I'm so excited.
Going into we really wanted to do Europe last year, but we were so nervous about what was going on with COVID, and with our Europe trips, like, we want to be able to plan out a bit further.
And they're a bit strict.
Yeah. Well, and it's going to take some time. Mm-hmm. It's going to be, at least like 10-day trips. Yeah. So we do have 2 trips to Europe coming up. None of them will be in Switzerland, but I mean, if you want to hit 100 countries, you definitely got to like.
It's on our list. I mean,
absolutely.
They're all on our list. Matt Wilson is going on Harmony of the Seas April 1st.
Hell yeah. I want to go on a Harmony of the Seas. Because, Matt, have you been on a Oasis class ship before? I'm pretty sure Harmony is a Oasis class.
There was a question on YouTube. We have not answered yet.
Yeah, if you want, I mean, Oasis.
We've not been to Amsterdam.
Are crazy.
Or I've not been to Amsterdam. James asked that.
Oh no, but we were looking at it possibly for 2024. Like right now, So as far as like our trips planned out, we are through January of 2024. Basically, like everything is. Vegas typically is one that we can
do on weekends.
Yeah, we actually, yeah, where you talked or somebody asked earlier about us like budgeting our time and stuff. Like, if we randomly have a Friday off or something, like we can just leave on Thursday night after work and.
And Vegas is a 2-hour flight for us, so it's not that far. It really isn't that bad to do a late Friday night, Sunday night type thing for us. We can easily handle that, adding the pieces of that on it. James also asked, favorite mixed drinks?
Pina colada.
Oh, gosh. If you haven't seen our video yet, the handshaken pina colada at the Carousel Bar and
in
Hotel Monteleone, I think is what it's called. Spot on.
That was one of the best.
Yeah, pina colada is great. Normally, I would say a mixed drink would be amaretto and diet, but I don't even know if that's a mixed drink.
I don't know. No, I'm more of an old fashioned kind of guy most of the time. If I
like margaritas.
Yeah, you love margaritas.
Margaritas are great.
I like margaritas too, but like, where I was saying pina colada, actually I feel like it looks better with that lighting.
Yeah,
all right.
It does.
Anyway,
my rash does not look near as terrible.
Well, it's because I have that thing in front of you.
Yeah.
But if I'm poolside and I can get one, I would want a lava flow.
Those are delicious.
It is not the same as a Miami Vice. So Miami Vice.
He looks at me like that because I thought it was.
Miami Vice is strawberry daiquiri mixed with a pina colada, whereas a lava flow is like a pina colada with a strawberry puree inside of it.
Yes, and they are different, and they are so tasty.
So dang good. Yeah.
You're gonna pull up the YouTube question. Matt Wilson says he has only been on Majesty of the Seas, and then did go on Carnival Mardi Gras last April. Looking forward to better food on Royal. I was on Carnival many years ago before I would consider myself a foodie. I think Royal is better. I'm excited for the Celebrity because I hear that's even a step up.
Yeah. I actually just commented on Bill and Lisa's Carnival cruise where
look at Mike from Basic to Bougie. No, I said you leave the best comments.
You should read it out loud then.
He says, I'm sorry, but I thought I heard Rachel say that somebody other than myself. Oh,
we do like
Brian Moody. I love his comments every single time.
Brian was around before you, Mike.
That's very true. Yeah. I have said for many times, I'm like, Josh, look at Brian Moody's comment.
If you ever want a good laugh, though, you should definitely check out Basic to Bougie restaurant reviews. And on our videos, they do a very good job of leaving comments. And they always try to find the best That's what she said in each video for us. And
my favorite one is funny. The one in Costa Maya when you are sucking on the ice cube.
Yeah. Food was hot.
It was hot. Okay, question on YouTube. And we've had discussion about this.
Yeah, this one I'm unsure how we'll answer it, but it's from Kelly Burgess. Love your channel. I'm a nurse as well, and in May, a few of us from work are going on a girls' trip to Vegas. I was wondering what and where your favorite prefix menu is. And we were trying to discuss, and feel free to share in the comments or in the chat. I feel like a prefix is generally more of a structured. Mm-hmm. You get 3 choices for appetizer, 3 choices for entree, 2 choices for dessert kind of thing. And we are not real good at doing those because we want everything. we're terrible. Like we spoil ourselves when it comes to dinners.
We do like the tasting menus.
We love tasting menus. And our favorite tasting menu is L'Atelier.
Yeah, and Michael Mina,
yeah. Mm-hmm. If that's a video that it's one of those where I'm almost like, geez, I feel like we did it too early. But we actually did 2 tasting menus and loved it. Yeah. It was actually... It could have easily... I think it was our favorite meal of 2021. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then our favorite meal of 2022 was L'Atelier. L'Atelier. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We did miss a question on Instagram. And it comes from Seeking Vegas Sunrise. And these guys are foodies.
Super foodies.
Anthony's favorite, and I love it, or we've actually teased about it, is Shit's Good. And that's no lie.
Hashtag Shit's Good.
But he asks, or they ask, what exclusive restaurant in Vegas are you guys looking to get to?
So
we're going next weekend.
Yeah, we are going to Joel Robuchon next weekend, and that is probably the
restaurant
bucket list highlight. Oh God, I hope it just hits. Obviously, when you're looking at a possible $1,000 meal, you're like very nervous that it's not going to. But that is definitely the one I want. At Haleo.
The other one, and my stepbrother sent it to me well before you guys did it. SVS has done it twice now, and Basic to Bougie enjoyed it the second time with them, is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's on our list.
Yeah.
We just haven't made it.
Yeah, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, it's another one of those. It's very pricey, but it's something that we'd love to do. Guy Savoy over at Caesar's Palace, absolutely would love to do. Delilah, so
the weird part about Delilah is it's only like four or six for the reservation. I've been looking, and I can't.
Which I think is why we've never been able to get one, because we always are putting for two.
Yeah.
But Delilah at the Wynn, that's one of those where doing the YouTube thing kind of affects what we do as far as vacation. It's a place we've wanted to go, but you can't record anything.
No.
And so that's why we've been unsure of it.
Maybe we'll stop in there and see if we can get a drink, if nothing else.
Yeah, and that goes back to where somebody was asking about, like, the budgeting and if YouTube pays enough. Like, we actually don't pay, or we do our best to not use any YouTube income.
Nope, we self-fund it.
Yeah, because then we feel like it's more us living within our means and not, going over the top or anything. Like, this is stuff that you can and we do without using extra funds from YouTube. Now, if we could buy some home like 10 years from now,
if it can fund our retirement home, that would be awesome. Yeah. And we've talked about then we can give you honest reviews as well. It really helps. Mike Rank asks, was George Strait awesome? So, George Strait.
I'm going to let you talk about George Strait while I go to the bathroom.
Okay. I think George Strait is amazing. Now, the only thing the man does is stand there with a guitar and move in a square every single time. Some people don't like that. We also have tickets, and we are planning on doing Garth Brooks in November at Caesar's Palace. I'm a huge Garth fan. George Strait is like my childhood crush. I don't know what you call it, but it was wonderful. I think George Strait is awesome. Now, he could have played better songs. I've been now 3 times in Vegas. Like I said, amazing, amazing, amazing. But it just depends on what you think of a concert. George Strait just stands there and strums his guitar and then moves over. Now, Garth puts on a hell of a show. We saw him last year here in Cheyenne. Amber, Josh will have to send you a link for Discord. He does all that stuff. I don't know. Amber, Mike, and Mark, he'll send you all those pieces. I know, Matt, I should just try calling for a reservation. What happens is, as I know a lot of the pieces in, especially at Wynn, only do about 30 days out. Oh, and by time we're 30 days out, we usually have all of our Vegas stuff planned.
Shoot, we
truth.
Typically plan our restaurants. It's so weird because like we'll have our restaurant reservations booked like 2-3 months ahead of time usually. And so we're actually planning the next trip's reservations or maybe even the next trip's reservations when it comes and you're like, oh yeah, we're going to this place this time.
Yep.
Now this next trip we are doing like some of the biggest hitters ever in Las Vegas. So we're really excited to bring you those ones. I was going to go back to the Matt Wilson question about the food or hoping that the food is better. So the comment that I had left on Bill and Lisa's was that I definitely feel like Carnival does the fast casual eats better, where they've got Blue Iguana, which kind of compares to a local fresh. But then they've got Guy's Burgers and they've got Shaq's Chicken, which both of those, I think the fast casual Carnival looks like it does better. But I've heard that Royal does better for its basic stuff. We are not going to do the dining package this next trip. Nope. So you might find out if we are fans or not, because Royal actually just did a new menu.
Yeah, they changed their menu.
But typically we do the dining package on Royal because we love their specialty dining places.
Their sushi place is one of my favorites.
Sushi,
they're Italian. Their steakhouse.
Yeah, we've actually had great experiences at all of them, and for the most part, they'll just bring you a ton of food, and everybody is wanting to make sure that you have the best.
Yeah. SVS says they're going to see Miranda at the end of March. So I want to see Miranda. Yeah, in November. And this answers Stuart's questions too. Our Garth package is in November. And Garth package.
Well, I was just thinking about the fact that like it ended up being like a random Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday. It's one of those random things. I was just trying to figure it out. But we see Garth, and then Miranda's also doing the next Thursday show. So I was considering doing that unless Maroon 5 extends their residency, and then I want to go to them instead.
Yeah, did you guys all know that Maroon 5 is getting a residency at Park MGM?
Yeah, I would love to see them. So we'll see if we decide on Miranda, because I think it was Tom and Mindy said Miranda tickets like the night of, because they were still trying to sell them, were $25. Oh dang. So I'll wait and see on Miranda. I'm not gonna buy hers right away.
And Miranda's at Planet Hollywood, right?
Yep. And she did extend into 2024.
Which I think, yeah. Here you can see our planning. So like our trip in November is, we already have it booked for Vidara, I think. So I mean that'll be great because we can easily walk.
I think you have Vidara, and with my comps I booked Nomad.
That works.
We did both. Yes, Mike and Anthony and Christina, we would love to do Delilah with a group. Sometimes it's just one of those like trying to figure out when it's all going to match up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Just Jackie, first time here. Oh, thank you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Hash a Go-Go. We don't have any because we haven't been.
No, but I do intend to go because there is one at Plaza. So it's already. So
we'll probably go in April.
Yeah, we don't have any reservations. We're not sure if we're going to do any reservations because
we might do cheap eats.
Yeah, we're actually looking to just do like all the cheap, fun places. Like, I can tell you, we love the freaking American Coney.
God, I love that place.
I love that you knew where I was going with that one.
I would eat one of those right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. It's not always fancy stuff. Like we'll eat a chili dog and a slice of pizza.
I think on tomorrow's cruise vlog video, the bar crawl, it actually says at the end when we're talking about it, like, what's your favorite thing? And I'm like, the hot dog at lunch.
I remember being like, nothing. This was not a food day.
Rachel Kaminsky, great first name. 2 questions. Have you done a lip-smacking foodie tour? And we have one planned for downtown in April. And are you guys ever going to stay and review Circa? If we can get comps at Circa.
So with us staying at the D, my hope is that like we don't intend to like leave downtown. We don't intend to go to the Strip at all that weekend. And so with that, I'm hopeful that we'll play enough to get a free room at Circa. Like it's really hard to want to pay for rooms
especially when you can get them for free.
When you get free ones. Because I mean we pay for this. Like what was the other question about that one?
Have you done a lip-smacking foodie tour? We have not.
We have not. We've
seen reviews of it.
Yeah.
And have considered it. Oddly enough, the last review we saw, I think we'd been to all but one of the restaurants already. So it really isn't.
Was that the Matthew one? Yeah, like.
And it was the one in Aria.
I like the idea of it, because if people don't go as often as us, or they're unsure of what to order at places, I think that I can understand it. Like, we're true foodies. I mean, it sounds weird to, I don't know, that seems egotistical to say, but like, yeah, like we're true foodies. Like we want to be able to like experience the entire thing. We don't want to be a rushed 30 to 60 minute, come in, eat the highlight and get the, get over to the next one. So for us, we like to be able to do the full experience of the restaurant. And so that's why I don't think that we would, but we've also gone to Vegas 7 times the last couple of years, each year. Yeah. 18 times, I think, or 19 times in less than 3 years. So we go a ton. But for somebody who doesn't go, I can understand doing it. Mm-hmm. Although I heard, if anyone's seen, there's like a steak one. It's like $800
for a lip smacking foodie tour.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It looks like they eat some good stuff. It's at like Bazaar Meat, Prime, and Maestro's. But like $800 a person.
We've already eaten 2 of those.
I agree.
That'd be the hard part.
Yeah, Prime. I actually have eaten a ton at Prime, but we ate together before the YouTube channel.
But we didn't have a video.
At some point, I think we probably would. We'll probably go there again, but it's been a while.
Yeah. Agree with those who say someone at Delilah or talking to someone at Delilah is the way to go, and maybe that's what we'll do. We're going to be there next week, and we can maybe look at that for our June trip. That's a good idea. Max says not a huge fan of the new menu on Royal.
Oh no.
I've got mixed emotions on it, but I think we need to give it a chance because the last time we did no one was the one we went to California.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, one of my favorite vlogs is our one in Ensenada.
Yeah, it was a beer tour. Beers, tacos, and milk.
It was amazing.
It was a fun trip.
So yes, thank you, Lisa, for saying that. Matt says decided against the specialty dining package on a way to save on cost. I agree.
You got to do it somewhere.
Yeah, and that's part of the pieces. We're not doing the specialty dining on any of the next 5. We don't have them planned for any of the next 5. We will probably do it on Icon.
Yeah, Icon's going to be probably our most expensive trip because we're paying full price for it. I would bet we do the drink package because we also back to Colin's question about the drink package. In the Caribbean, we tend to want to do the drink package because you've got more pool time. You've got your days at like Perfect Day or Labadee. But like cold weather and stuff, like I'm not always craving a beer or a pina colada or something.
Jackpot Dream says went on Royal, had a lot of basic dining and it's okay. That's what we thought on our one when we did California, and that's why we changed and did the food package on all the rest of them. Yeah,
our 3 cruises last year, we did the upgraded dining every time. And by the way, if you end up seeing our final day, which is gonna be Grand Cayman.
Oh yeah.
We ended up finally doing the hibachi.
Oh my god, it was so much fun.
It was freaking it was great.
It was so much fun.
We had such a fun time. We were with friends on the ship, and they had their kids with them. So there were 6 of us at the table, and then there were like
4 others.
4 other people. So most of it was our group though, and it was so much fun, and I enjoyed it.
We had a blast.
I wish we would have done it more before. Like we always instead went with the credit that you get for the sushi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matt also says, whenever I book so far in advance, I second guess my hotel choices and sometimes change them. We're changing constantly until we decide. This week we're pretty set on ours. Anthony says peyote down the street. Peyote is on my list. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah. Yep, peyote looks freaking sweet, and if you haven't seen it, I know they ended up meeting with, I think, Michelle Monroe and Nick.
I can't remember what his channel's name is.
Which one is it? It's a longer name. I'm sorry, I can't remember all the vlogs though. But yeah, I know they went there. They loved it. I would like to go, and I think it's gonna be interesting to see how our downtown trip goes because we pretty much never eat downtown.
We don't.
So yeah, it'll be fun.
Mac and Lindsay say, honestly, one of the best dining experiences they've had on Royal is the chef's table. I've considered that. I actually considered it for our May trip with our friends that have not cruised a whole lot before. So
I could see doing that. Like, I've struggled to want to do the chef's table when we already are paying for the upgraded dining.
Yeah.
So your upgraded dining, you're probably talking, for us, what we've seen on a 7-day cruise, you're talking about like $400 to $450 total.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to want to do, because isn't it like
it's like 80? I don't remember it being that expensive, but it's hard when you're already paying for the dining package, which we're not paying for in May. So we could consider
I could definitely see us doing it. But like our cruises this year, like these port intensive ones, we intend to have I'm so hopeful for good food.
Yeah.
Off the ship that I'm going to be like, I don't even care.
That's
I'm going to come in, eat some random stuff, and go to bed.
Yeah, we're doing the Greek Isles in August, and then Barcelona, Italy, and
Barcelona to Rome then in October. Oh, I'm so excited.
So SVS says Mike has done the lip smacking foodie tour, and he said it's overrated.
Mike had quite the experience.
Yeah.
He has given us a little heads up on it, but it was not the greatest. So if you don't have a great experience, make sure you say something to them and write a review.
That's right.
That's all I'm going to say from that. That's Mike's story, though.
Jackpot Dreams says if you're going downtown, 7th and Carson has a brunch that we loved. We have done a 7th and Carson review. The problem was we were a little hungover. So it was a struggle for us.
Their breakfast pizza was really good, I think.
Then there are some things like when you go hard in Vegas on the night before, like it just shows. So Just Jackie, hash a go-go in the link, and it's incredible food and presentation. Prices are encouraging too.
There is a hash house a go-go at the plaza, and so that is one of the places I really do hope to get to. I'm hoping in April that we'll going to get there.
Anthony seems like eating at better places and had a full experience. Cajun says, what made y'all want to do a YouTube channel for vacation reviews? Do you take trips that you don't record, and does it impact how you enjoy your vacation?
I mean, I've seen a couple people talking on Twitter this week about how they are not vlogging and they're enjoying it more. There's a couple people I saw that.
Yeah.
We do some.
I was gonna say, so we're not far from Denver, so we will do a staycation in Denver and not record it.
Yeah, we choose to have that be one of our home base. Don't do it.
But oddly enough, it feels weird, so we still take pictures. We don't record it. I think we've just gotten so used to it. It is a second job. I know when we have been to Vegas with some friends and with Josh's brother, they're just used to it, and they know we record and it doesn't take us long. I think it's just part of our vacation now, and oddly enough, when we first started dating, our first trip was to New York City on New Year's Eve. We took a ton of pictures that year too, so it was one of those like, this is what we already kind of do. For me, especially we
made it through the bottle.
But for me, especially like our cruise vlogs and our other towns besides Vegas, I love to go back and rewatch it because it's like my memory doesn't always record everything that's there. So.
Right. And as far as like why we decided to do it, we have little like self-control.
No.
Like, and when we get an idea in our head, we just do it. I don't remember us ever having like a long discussion like, should we do this? What are the upsides and stuff? We just, I think at some point, so this is during COVID. So COVID was March of 2020. It was August or September where we had just discovered like a Bill and Lisa, Say Hi to Matthew, and Derek from All You Can Vegas. Those were the three channels. Like we didn't even know that there was like these Vegas vlog channels when we first started.
No idea.
Yeah, we had no idea. Like the world opened up to us at that point. But when that happened and we were like, we
do
like
this.
Bill and Lisa. Yeah, Bill and Lisa is our biggest what do you call it? Like inspiration. Watching them, we were just like, we had gone to New York City, we had gone to Vegas a few times, we had gone to Minneapolis. We had gone to Estes Park, and we traveled like them, and we were like, that seems fun. Yeah. And we didn't expect to like make money off of it, or it just seemed like it was a fun thing to do. And at that time during COVID, hell, apparently a ton of people decided to do it.
Well, and honestly, it became something for us as kind of new into our relationship of something we both enjoyed doing.
Yeah. And
we were able to do it as a shared hobby because Josh had hobbies, I had hobbies. We were trying to learn each other's new hobbies. But then this was like, oh, let's learn this together.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've had, oh my gosh, so much fun doing it. And there are times we don't record. It's even weird though because we were out to dinner with some of my work cohorts in January for after a board meeting, and they're like, "Aren't you going to take pictures? Is it time to eat?" And I was like, they even knew that that's just what we did,
right?
And it just becomes who we are.
Well, that's like, yeah, we went to like Sioux Falls, South Dakota to go with some of my friends from like grade school, and like we didn't record a thing. No. It does get weird though.
It's
like you get so used to it.
And they were really like, "You gonna record?"
No.
We're like, "No, this is weird."
Nope, not really.
I feel at this point, just filming our trips, SVS says, always looked at it like our grandparents doing slideshows in the living room. Amen. Exactly. And it's weird to say that, but especially for our cruise ones, I love rewatching them. Mm-hmm. I absolutely love rewatching them.
Yeah, like there's going to be a vlog on Dunn's River Falls in Jamaica.
My heart.
Yeah, which was always a bucket list thing for Rachael. And so, like, when we put it together and, like, we just...
love it.
Yeah, it is the same as, like, your grandparents having a slideshow.
Yep. But it's just there. And, it's just one of those, like, you just can't worry about it.
Yeah.
Jordan asks, how long have you guys been together when you started the channel? We've had a few spats while filming. So
that happened.
Yeah, our first trip together was New Year's Eve, or around New Year's Eve of 2019. We started the channel in
2019 going into 2020.
Yeah, 2019 into 2020, New Year's Eve. We started the channel in September of 2020.
Yes.
Yeah,
so I mean,
and we have had a few spats, especially over those Las Vegas updates videos. As you can tell, I did not like them.
And I had a very clear plan for all of them. And it was not the nicest moments for us. But hopefully on camera it looked nice.
Well, and it's one of those things that we just have. I mean, most of the time we're both on the same wavelength in our brains. We always talk about, like, get out of my head.
Yes.
But those, I am a bullet point person, and Josh had a plan, and if I went even off road, it was just not even fun.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's been moments where I'm like, well, I wrote it this way for a reason.
Yeah. So
why didn't you read it?
Yeah. It was just funny. And I'm glad we don't do those anymore, and that's what we've talked about, just still enjoying it.
Yeah.
In August, when we hit our 100 restaurants,
God. Going into that,
we hard. That was hard.
We had, and that's where I think Devera's son, right?
Dave Vera's son.
Yes. Yeah. I think where their question about, like, about new YouTubers and stuff, like, you're going to put some internal pressure on yourself. And we really put a lot of, I know I put a lot of pressure on us to hit the 100 restaurants in Las Vegas. And so, like, we were doing 3 meals a day. And when you're doing a restaurant, you don't want to do, like, we just had a pastry and a coffee.
No.
Like, that's not a review, and it doesn't help people. And so we feel like we need to show people a lot of things. And so we're like,
over-ordered.
Yeah, we're over-ordering, overeating.
Yeah.
And last year was a struggle for weight.
Oh, man. It was bad.
That's one of the other things that, and we've seen it with a lot of other channels. Whether they say it or not.
Yeah, it's actually very comforting to know. It's not just us.
Right. And so that's why this year for our trips, like, we don't anticipate doing as many restaurants because it gets to you. I mean, I'm 40, you're
43.
I wasn't going to say it.
I don't mind.
But, I mean, we're not at the age where you just, like, lose all your weight instantly and you can just eat nonstop all the time. But the truth is, like, we are foodies. We want to eat all that stuff. We want to try it.
Yeah.
And if it's ordered, we're going to try to eat it all.
Well, and honestly, I was, for this year.
And drinks, too.
Yeah.
Drinks are good.
We don't do resolutions, per se, but I did have some goals for this year. And one of them is understanding the fact that YouTube is a business for us. We do attempt to make content that is ever growing and keep going.
Evergreen.
Sorry. And then also trying to remember that it's a business, which also means it's not personal when Josh has a set plan and he makes it that route. I have to remember that because in my mind, we're on vacation and it's just trying to be fun. But it is a business for that 8 to 15 minutes. And we can have fun the rest of the time.
And I think sometimes we see that in like the comments where people are saying, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Because it's our vacation also.
Yeah, still our vacation.
You know, we work hard. We work a lot. And so like all of these things that we're bringing people to, like that's our actual vacation as well. Yeah. And so sometimes, yeah, we don't want to.
And I would say outside of Vegas stuff, our two arguments. I don't remember how Show Me Vegas put it, but our two little tiffs were on cruise ships on the days we were trying to do the bar crawls because Rachael starts drinking and I don't care how many drinks they bring me in the casino. I'll keep drinking.
And I'm like, we gotta get to all the bars, and to get to all the bars, we gotta be not passed out.
Yeah. I mean, and it's stupid stuff, but that's how it rolls. And so that's the funny part. Amber Vancouver says, Josh, stop playing with your grilled cheese. Oh, he was so mad at me. He thought I was
not that mad. Well, but it was...
he was like, put that back.
So here was my... All right. If it's in the intro, and it's from our main trip, or New England trip. But, like, I was so nervous that she was going to let the cheese, like, fall out of the sandwich, and I wanted to eat that damn grilled cheese. Like, and it made such a very fun scene, though. I really do love it.
It's probably one of our favorite
scenes. It was a freaking awesome grilled cheese.
One of the best I've ever had.
But, yeah, I was very... In my mind, I was more thinking that she was going to, like, drop the cheese.
Well, I have dropped a pastry before after Bouchon in Vegas, so it's not
our very first trip. Yeah, she dropped the inside of a pastry.
SVS says we're cereal overorders. Yes, and I agree. We're lucky they didn't need an extra table for us at Esther's.
Right.
Exactly. That's just we want to try so much. It's just great.
What do you got going there?
Jordan says, we love that you guys film a blurry-eyed outro on a cruise vlog. I mean, if you want to see us in our real...
I know, we're polished in Vegas. We are not polished on the cruise.
No.
So, yeah, if you want the more us, true us personality, you're going to see it in the cruise videos. So, and that's why, for us, it's more fun to watch back the cruise videos.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Tom and Mindy also say they're cereal over-orderers. We've been with them,
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. James Array's in here. Hey, James.
Hey, James.
We just love food.
Yeah.
I think we've answered all the questions, babe.
Yeah.
And it's slowing down.
Thanks, James.
18
tacos and beer. That was
one of my
I don't
favorites.
feel too bad about that one.
I don't know who you are, but that was amazing. It was awesome.
Who is?
No, I mean, like, who doesn't want to order all 18 tacos?
Right? That was definitely one of the most fun one.
You did not enjoy the mushroom.
No, the mushroom. I will admit, I did not actually eat one of those tacos. It was the heavy mushroom one. I was like, hell no.
We got a couple more questions. James O is back. He had left. He said he was going out, and then he's back. What's Haiti like?
All right, so I struggle to call it Haiti still because it's a Royal Caribbean island, or it's a Royal Caribbean resort. They don't let you, like, you can actually see there's a freaking wall.
There's a wall.
Yeah, and you could see there was a dock not far from where we end up spending most of our day.
Yeah.
In Labadee, where those were not cruise people, and it was not a spot that I wanted to go to.
No, it was a little sketchy.
Yeah, and there's a shopping district there, so there's like one fixed building on one side of a wall where you can go into.
You talk about Haiti now.
Okay, where you can go into and buy and buy like souvenirs and stuff from Haiti. But then once you go past that and through a wall, there is more of a, I think it's called like Artisan's Alley or something like that, where it is not as structured like the Royal Caribbean side is. And there is some pretty aggressive store people. So, it actually recalled me back to when I went to Turkey many years ago. Like the shop people are very aggressive, and they were very aggressive in Haiti. So we were never in true mainland Haiti. I know some people have, like when I've told them that we were going to Haiti, they're like, really? So I'm not going to say that Labadee, it gives you that true picture, other than the fact that it was frickin' beautiful. Where you see Coco Cay, or Perfect Day at Coco Cay in the Bahamas, it's a very structured, it's very commercialized. Mm-hmm. Haiti is not. It's got like beautiful mountains, beautiful shrubbery, and trees and stuff. It's so amazing.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, scenery-wise, it was freaking beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mike wants to know, do we ever go to Deadwood? We've been trying to get there.
Yeah, I actually went within the last 3 years for just a guy's trip. Deadwood, South Dakota, if you've never been. If I were going to pick my second favorite gambling town in America, it's Deadwood.
I agree. Deadwood's awesome.
So Deadwood, South Dakota is like a mountain town in South Dakota. It's in the Black Hills, 45 minutes from Rapid City.
Yeah.
But it is very like old-timey, which is what I think of for mountain towns.
Yeah, it's one of those that's definitely got the, like, it reminds me of the old Wild West.
Yeah.
Is how I want to put it. Yeah.
But I don't know how we have not gone together.
No, we have not gone together.
But we absolutely will. And I know, Mike, you're up in that area, so we'll hit you up and say, hey, we're going to be in town.
For some shots.
For some shots.
We're obviously not doing shots.
I mean, I feel better now. Like,
I'm
not going to lie. I was pretty hungover at the start of this thing.
Half
a bottle of champagne later, I'm good.
Amber says, I feel you on the once 40s hits, it's harder to not get rounder. Man, I thought that was a lie until I hit the 40s, and then I'm like, it does not come off near as fast as it should.
Yeah, I remember like thinking to myself, like, I could have just, in my 20s, I could have just like, dieted for a couple of weeks, zero working out. But now I have to work out and diet, and it's still harder.
Yeah, and drink lots of water. And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No, we have the most boring diet when we're here at home.
Alan Shinosky wants to know, how's the airline pricing to Vegas? It's been killing us.
Up and down. Yeah.
It's been probably more pricey than ever before. Right now, we don't have flights booked for our June trip, and it's looking about $600 round trip for the two of us.
Which is crazy because it's a short flight.
Super
short. That's why Vegas has become. I mean, I've probably spent more time in Vegas, like other than a town that I live in. Vegas is the next town that I've had the most time in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting expensive. Everything in Vegas is expensive. Like if you want to talk about bad stuff
it's
about
ridiculous.
going to Vegas right now, like they nickel and dime you so much, and it's not even nickel and dime. It's $5, $10 bill kind of thing. Yeah.
Basic to Bougie wants to know what's up with that pin on your collar in some of the videos. So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whisper in the wind. James O wants to know if we've ever come to Omaha. So growing up, I used to be in Omaha a lot. My mom lived there growing up. I've not been back in 22
I don't think I've ever been
years.
to Omaha.
I do have a idea of maybe getting to like Iowa. Right outside of Omaha.
At some point this year.
But we'll see.
Oh, because along with the 100 countries, 7 continents, 50 states is the other one.
Yeah, all 50 states.
So, like, we have one of those picture frames where you put your picture of you in each state. And so we've been working on one together. And
we have, 22 or 23 states already?
I don't know. But like, we intend to hit at least, 5-6 new states this year, I think?
I'm going to say closer to 7. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's... we just love to travel. We love to eat. And so that's why like we just spread it out. Like it's going to be U.S. stuff. It's going to be international.
Yeah.
Vegas as well. So.
Show Me Vegas wants to know if Deadwood is similar to Cripple Creek.
I think it's better.
Yeah. Cripple Creek is similar.
So Cripple Creek is where Blackhawk and Central City is. Yeah. In Colorado, which they're nice, but they also have like multiple mega. I mean, I want to call them mega resorts, right? Mega casinos. Yeah. That are very Las Vegas style. We like to see
Ameristar and Monarch.
Yeah, Ameristar and Monarch are the two that we like. I Love Capri is affiliated with Caesars, but Monarch, honestly, I really think is just like it's like a Colorado Cosmo.
Oh, it's 100%.
Yeah, it is freaking beautiful. Food, the restaurants are great, and they've got all the same casino games and stuff. Deadwood though has a lot more of these smaller.
I would say it's more like downtown Vegas on a smaller scale.
Much smaller scale, yeah. So you definitely get more of a mountain town type feel, but you get like many small casinos along the way, which also makes it difficult, and their comps suck.
I was like, you haven't gotten any from that weekend you went there.
No, and I lost a crap load of money. So that's the struggle with Deadwood, is that like you're not going to get comps to come back. So you're paying the whole time.
Yep. Beer Lady wants to know if we fly out of Denver. We do.
We do.
Cheyenne has an airport. It's super small. It only has like maybe 2 flights a day from Cheyenne to Denver. And the bad part is the times are awful.
Right. Like the flight back home would be at like 9 p.m. most of the time.
Yeah.
So if you end up flying into Denver at like 4 o'clock, you're just sitting there for literally 4 hours.
It just happened to me coming home from Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. No amazing vacation in Nebraska. Omaha has a good zoo, Henry Dorley Zoo. Okay. Omaha has great steaks and beer. We did get an Omaha steak gift package for Christmas this year and really loved it.
It's true. I think that's more of a national company, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're based out of Omaha. Does anybody know that?
Donnell says they're from Philly and flights to Vegas are insane. I just can't find any super cheap. The only reason right now, and I know SVS is struggling to fly with them, I'm booking Southwest because I can keep checking and hopefully rebooking for cheaper flights. But Amber from Vancouver says, Rachel, have you always been a runner? Your consistency is pretty impressive. It makes me tired hearing about it.
Yeah, this girl did 8 miles today.
No, I've not always been a runner. Actually, I am the least athletic probably person you'd ever meet. I never ran in school. I didn't start running until my divorce about 12 years ago, and then I found I really loved it. Sort of veered away from it after COVID because they weren't having any races, and the best thing for me is a race to have motivation. So that's why I do it. And now this year, we've started back with our consistency, and man, it's been awesome.
Because Rachel, for those of you that don't know, Rachel is working on running a race.
A race. Mm-hmm.
Minimum of 5K, pretty much.
Yep.
Right? In every state. And you're at like 31
now.
Heck yeah.
Only 19 to go.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. And I have 3 more states this year planned.
Right.
That's the exciting part.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So at some point she's going to hit all 50 states running. That's crazy.
And that's the fun part is some of the states we've already ran in. So we're doing Nashville over Memorial Day. And I've already ran in Tennessee, so I don't have to worry about that. So we truly just get to go for the foodie weekend part of it.
Yes, there will definitely be a Nashville video for sure. Like, I'm super excited for that one.
It'll be a fun weekend.
Oh, man, all the honky tonks.
The bars, the food. Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
I'm ready for that. I've never been to Nashville. You have.
I have been.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Donnell's from Philly. Oh, we talked about that. Nebraska has amazing beef. Taco Lover, Wyoming has amazing beef.
That's true.
Hello, come
on.
True. We've not been to Oregon yet. It is on our thing.
Oh, the kid is from Cripple Creek. Is he? I have not. I know I've watched some of the kid.
Southwest credit card in enough to get points. Rachel, I do have the Southwest credit card, and that's what I'm aiming on is to work on that piece of it. And that's we've been trying to be very consistent with Southwest or United for our flights, unless, and God forbid, we have to use them because you have to pay so much extra. But Frontier every now and then has really good stuff once you have to pay for the seats and the luggage, but we have really tried hard to stick with Southwest and United.
Yeah. I mean, that goes back to the budgeting piece. Like, I have the United card. I have the MGM card. She has the Southwest card, which right now, I have not been using my MGM card for probably about like 8 months.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 9. I realized last year, somewhere in the middle, that I was not going to get close to hitting platinum. And so I just started using more United card, which is going to come in handy because we are doing...
We use that for our flights and...
Yeah, our Alaska flights, both
of ours.
Both of them were like on points. Mm-hmm. And so being able to use points is going to be key. And we did just upgrade to the purple United card.
Yeah, and we actually bought some points there and used it for our trip in August.
I was able to buy points and got the flight for about $1,500 to Athens and Venice. Mm-hmm. And it would have cost us like $2,500 if I didn't do points. So that was good. Plus, when you're buying the points, you're using the United credit card, which then is buying
Get you more points.
Yeah. So we're trying our best to work those systems. We are not experts at it, though.
No.
Like, we would love to learn more.
Yeah, you got any tips? Leave us a message because we'll take it.
Yes.
Show Me Vegas is gonna check out because they got to get some sleep to cheer on the Chiefs.
Oh crap! It's like 9 p.m.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Show Me Vegas.
But I'm cheering for the Eagles.
But we're cheering for the Eagles tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for being such good supporters.
We probably should start wrapping this up. So if you do have any more comments or questions, please make sure to leave them down below, like right now.
Oh, Beer Lady's around Wyoming. Our closest airport is Jackson Hole, and the flights to Vegas are not cheap. We usually end up driving down. Huh.
Are you in Montana or Idaho, Beer Lady?
Huh. Good night, James. United card pay off quickly with the points.
Wait, what's that?
SVS asks if the United card pays off quickly. I find that Southwest pays off more quickly for the shorter flights than the United one does.
Yeah, I think Southwest, we definitely get a lot more points than what we have been with United. United's, some of their point prices are like super high still, unfortunately. But I mean, our hope is that the more that I use it, the more we can benefit from it. We're just trial and error right now.
Jeff Van Slotten asks if we're in Vegas in April. Their son's 21st is 4/11 to 4/14. We're going to be there 4/14 to 4/16, I believe. It's the Friday through Sunday piece.
Yeah, that's when we're going to be staying at the D, which I did see somebody said the D is trash, which I don't expect it to be real nice, but I don't want to pay for it. I can tell you that much.
Beer Ladies in Victor, Idaho.
All right, Idaho. Okay. All right.
I think that's what we got. So
we caught up to chat.
Yes.
It only took us 2 hours.
You guys are awesome. Again, thank you so much for getting us to 10,000, supporting us along the way. We cannot thank you enough. To all the channels we've met, to all the people we've met over the last 2 years, it's just been amazing.
Yep. And if you ever see us out and about in Las Vegas,
please say hi.
Yeah, please come up. We absolutely love it and appreciate it. Like, we may not show it when you come say stuff to us, but like we get giddy and super excited whenever somebody recognizes us.
Yeah. You saw we were eating at Wynn the night before we left.
SW?
No, when we were at Wazuzu? And someone caught you before we were going in. And I'm just like so introverted. I'm like sitting in the back corner.
It was actually really funny because they were like, we watch you all the time, so we think like
we know you.
Yeah. And they're like, hey. Yeah. So sometimes I might be a little bit awkward when you do say something, but we absolutely appreciate it and love it.
Absolutely. Please come say hi. We hope to meet everybody someday soon. Like I said, hey, Easy Edwog. Sorry, late party.
E-dog.
Love your E-dog. Sorry.
We've been drinking this whole time, so come on now.
Matt, he says he'll be there in March, but probably not again until September. So far, we have next weekend, April, June, and November planned.
I'm sure there will be some more mixed in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Europe is going to kind of take over the second half of this year. Mm-hmm. It's going to take a lot of our PTO hours for sure.
It is, but it's going to be
super
worth it.
Excited.
Well, thank you guys all so much. Again, thank you so much for getting us to 10,000 subscribers. We never thought this was possible.
Yes. And now we know that Rachael cannot drink
that specific champagne.
Vive Clicquot.
No.
But yeah, thank you so much to everybody. And we'll see you again.
That's right. Good night.
Bye.